I'll say it again. Well, when we go, the way we go is how we are brave enough to make sure that when we are in this place, we have to make sure that we know where the place is documented at all times because they're waging war in locations and also in phone calls and phone dials. I've had already several phone calls that had come. When I called the phone numbers that had come through, when I answered, nobody answered the phone, but when I called the phones, there's nobody on the other side of the phone connected. So I'm going to have to list those phone numbers in a minute. And we're going to make sure that once we start paying attention to our locations and where we are, that we have every detail. This is a house right here. You can look it up on DCAD, 234 West Montana Avenue. And it's on DCAD. And you have to make sure that the locations where you see those calls, just make sure that when you, just a minute, once you on looking for the places where, like this house right here, this is 238 Montana. This is 238, 234, and 237. Okay. And I think that's 239 right there. So with that being said, when you are actually getting those phone calls and where they're tapping to a person, a spirit, an actual person. And it's not me. This is a homeowner. The homeowner, the homeowner that drives that car. But that's not my car. That's her car. Okay, so this is 234. Look it up on DCAD, Dallas Appraisal. And then, whoo, the house that is up for sale, this house may go up for sale soon. And I'm just documenting. This is the location. The homeowner may be putting it up for sale soon. This is the front porch. But I think there might be a realtor who might be interested in buying this home. But this is some of the reason why. Okay. This is the living room area. This is where the homeowner, this is not my house, but this is the living room area. Okay. Right now there's a cracked ceiling there. But of course, this is her. This is not my things. This is the owner's things. But that right there is something that has to be done right there. The ceiling is cracked. I'm just here for just now because at 8 a.m. I have to leave. See how it is at nighttime. But that's a crack right there that has to be fixed. Carpet pulled up and everything. But this is the dining room area. None of this is mine, but that cup right there and that pretty little bag right there. All of this is the homeowner stuff. So, oh boy, behind this mess over here is a window. As you can see, it's a window that covers from here, and it's beautiful too. If you move it, it was so nice when I first looked at the house. What it looked like that from there, but this is what hoarding looks like. This is not my home, keep in mind. But anybody, the realtor, I think he wants to take a look at the house. And as you can see by witnesses, this is some of the flooring. And that it was actually fixed, but now this is the kitchen. And oh Jesus, if you see this, I've never been in a place where there is hoarding like this ever, but there's a path that you can walk through. And this is I don't know how much is the value of this house. I want to know by comments how much would they spend for a house like this. But this is the back porch. There's a washing machine and dryer there. That's the backyard. Door to the backyard. Okay. The sink and all of that. Okay. All right. See. In the pantry. This is the pantry right here. How much would you buy this house for? This is the pantries over here. Oh, okay. That's the pantry. Nice little pantry area. If it was redone, if this house was redid, it would look so beautiful. I'm trying to see if there'll be a TV show that can actually fix this place up. I tried that before, but the owner is kind of, yeah. Here's the bedroom, second bedroom. I go the cat there. The AC. Oh my goodness. Bed right there. And there's AC there in the windows, cooling down. Okay. And it's the hallway. You can get through. I can't get through the hallway. I'm going to have to go around. But I just wanted to salt this thing to see how much value will this house get. Okay. Just checking to see. This is the master bedroom in here. It's covered with a lot of junk. A lot of old stuff. Okay. And let's see, and this is the hallway, but that's an attic fan right there. But hoarding is hoarding, y'all. And I prayed for this person a lot. But having to see what it looks like to live in something like that is dangerous. That's the sink. And this is the bathtub. Okay. But like I said, this is something that, that's the window. This is something to take heed about when a person is needing and crying out for deliverance. Okay, deliverance. What's in these bags? Oh boy, I don't know. It's a scary sight, but I just want, oh, this is to turn on the attic fan. This is old school. But anyway, when you look in this house and you see such, that's supposed to be a closet behind there. But anyway, I'm just letting you see what's inside of this place. This is the house over here. A realtor might be interested. And this woman is crying out for help. Big time. Crying out for help. This is crying out for help. Like help. Help. So this lady needs help. I'm doing this video so you'll know what kind of help the woman over here needs. And because I am the video recorder, I'm recording. It's the front porch. It's supposed to be a front porch. Okay. This is what, as children, when God is trying to touch you and tell you that some things that children go through are unnecessary, especially when it's about their parents and it's done with their parents. This is a woman who has children, but she made a decision in her life with her faith that she chose to not to disengage with her family or anyone of kin, and she warred. This is warfare. Me being knowledgeable about her, it was a challenge having to live in a house like this. I was abused as a child in this house. So when people start trying to judge you and they don't know your background, this same room is where I was abused by the woman in this that lives in this house. And I don't have to lie. My sister and my brother dealt with that too. She abused me. She tried to crack my skull right here in this floor. Until still to this day, that same woman who lives in this house is doing the same mental abuse. And she was abused. When you get delivered by Jesus Christ, you can confront that devil and you can cry out and pray. And I'm still screaming and praying, but I wanted to let the apostle know that was let me also put this out there. This room, however, was a room where as a child I was introduced to pornography. And I was a child. I didn't know anything about it. But in this room right here, you know, when you start exposing yourself and you put yourself out there, and then you let the world know why you are so deep in faith in Jesus Christ, and why you tell Satan, time's up, and you let the church know by the Spirit and the anointing, you can't raise up and build up demons to try to follow me when I can cast you out now. God gave me the anointing to do that. So I just wanted to let y'all know this is a background. And here's proof. Okay? I ran away from this house. I thought I'd never come back, and here I am back here, and I don't want to be here. But the woman here has done some things that needs to be exposed. And if it's something that has been chasing me and my family, it needs to stop. And I just want to let the world know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going to update you on what God has started and what he's going to finish.